Mm, 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 mm. Blessed rising soul family, my cosmic warriors, glorious rising to you. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to Soul Family Oracle, where I deliver messages from the divine, the depth of our soul, and our ancestors. To my tribe, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. And today's message simply says that your cosmic avatar has been activated. Family, our cosmic avatars have been activated. The energy that we embody right now is no more limited to just what we need to express in the physical. The energy that we work in right now is a full embodiment of the cosmic avatar that we need to walk in this lifetime. The cosmic avatar that we need to take on in order to bring about this new earth. The cosmic avatar that we need to take on for our mission in this lifetime. Mm, 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 The cloak that was on you, 1, 2, 3 on my timer, thank you, Spirit. The cloak that was on our power has been removed. People are going to start to recognize not just your light anymore, but the kind of power that you hold. You are going to begin to attract people that are going to come because they can sense your ability to help them. They can sense the power within you to change their circumstance. Supernatural abilities are being unraveled. Supernatural abilities are being unlocked. The DNAs are being activated within you, have been activated within you. These energies have always been there. They've always been within you. They were just waiting on the right time to be activated. And they were going to be activated only when you went through a certain number of ascensions. It's almost as if they were like, I'm seeing like something like a safe lock, right? But it's like with codes, and you have to like put the digit on it. And it's like every ascension was one of the digits to unlock the safe. With every ascension, you gained one of the numbers that you needed to unlock the safe. And now you've gone through the needed numbers to gain all the numbers to open the safe. So for instance, like I'm seeing something that looks like 7 numbers on a safe. You will manage to go through those 7 pivotal ascensions that you needed to go through in order to get access to all those 7 numbers. The energy that you were walking in was always cloaked for your protection. Because if it wasn't time for the energy to be shown or to be expressed energetically for everybody else to sense or feel, it would bring about imbalances from distractions. From distractions. I don't know why I feel the need to clarify distractions with an A. Like things distracting you from your cause or your purpose, or trying to throw you off course because they can see clearly what you are or who you are. Walking in your light is one thing. Or if you're a spiritual being or a light worker, you're working in your light. But when I speak of your cosmic avatar, there are supernatural abilities that are attached to your cosmic avatar that can only be unlocked when the avatar is also unlocked. Like I was saying in the previous reading, I'm getting this image again of like a hall with like a glass showcase of different suits and like superhero suits. And every suit has its own set of powers that it has, or its own set of functions and different things that it can do. And based on the avatar that you need to operate in, it's like you go and then you put your thumb on the key thing, and then it unlocks. And once you put on that suit, you gain or you activate those powers that the suit possess. I'm getting the image, the suit Or was it the tuxedo? Yes, the tuxedo. That's one of my favorite, like one of my all-time favorite Jackie Chan movies. And the tuxedo is basically about the story is about a taxi driver who picks up a passenger that he thinks is a normal passenger, but the passenger tells him, a young woman, and the young woman tells him, I need you to drive me to this location in this amount of time. And it was like a ridiculously like short amount of time for where she wanted him to take. But she asked him to do that because she knew who he truly was. And he wasn't just a mere taxi driver. He had unbelievable driving skills, right? And he was just settling for the taxi job right now because that's what he had to do to survive. So first of all, you see how she approached him specifically because she knew who he was. And then second, gave him a task. So he being who he was, took on the challenge and was like, yeah, let's do it. And then stepped on it, went through like tunnels and all those things, and eventually got to the location that she wanted to go to at the exact minute at the end of the time or something like that. But basically he made it in time. And she gave him a card and said, gave him a time and a place and said he was being hired for a job. And I think he asked what job, and she said to be a driver. So the next day he starts the job and he picks up the person that he's supposed to pick up. And then it turns out that the lady he picked was just an assistant for this man that he was supposed to be driving. Not knowing that this man was an international spy. And he had a special tuxedo that had been designed for him to help him on his missions. And on the first day of picking up the man, they were attacked and he lost the man. He died or something like that. He took the man to the hospital, and that's when he realized the man was a spy because his identity changed and everything. So he goes back to the man's condo to pick up some things, and then he sees the tuxedo. It looked really nice and everything, and he thought it was just a normal tuxedo. So he was kind of like checking it out, and the thing got activated and got on him. And once the tuxedo was activated, he realized that there was a whole system attached to the tuxedo that allowed him to do specific things. So when the tuxedo got contact with his body, it's like these like little needles, tiny needles from the tuxedo penetrated into his skin to kind of like gain access to his muscles, to be able to use the tuxedo to control his muscle movement and his whole movement, his body movement basically. So the tuxedo, he found out, had like several functions. He could use a sword, there were functions for sword work, functions for, putting a gun together, or like pulling a gun apart, for fighting, for Tai Chi, for, a whole bunch of stuff. But because he wasn't the original owner of the tuxedo, or because he didn't know because he wasn't the original owner, he didn't know how to operate the tuxedo. And so the tuxedo just took him on a crazy run through the room, and he was just like slashing things and knocking things over and caused chaos in the whole room because he didn't know how to operate the tuxedo. And the reason why Spirit is giving me this movie is because it's bringing our minds to the fact that this is like the same scenario. This suit or this cosmic avatar has so many different functions that will give you supernatural abilities, or that give you supernatural abilities. However, if you haven't gone through the right processes to unlock this avatar, first of all, you won't be able to unlock this avatar without going through the right processes. And the right processes are the different things and the different energies you need to experience in order to get the experience required to operate this suit or this avatar. So if you hadn't gone through all the ascensions and all the different trials and tests, like he had to go through in order to get the job, which would be the suit, you wouldn't know how to operate the suit when you had it. Which means this cosmic avatar is something that is like very much attached to your internal power. And it's as if like the more you grow or the more your power grew, the more connected you become to your avatar or your suit. And that is why it was so important for us to go through these various trials in order to ascend, to be able to, 1, 2, 3 on my time, exactly, go on the route the Spirit was showing us, go in the right direction in order to be able to gain access to these suits or these supernatural abilities. And I'm being asked that some of us are going to be realizing some very new things about ourselves. Some very supernatural occurrences are going to happen. 144 on my timer. Thank you, Spirit. Exactly. The agents of light have been activated along with their supernatural abilities, which means now not only do we know of our roles, we are going to know of our special abilities also. And as agents of light, even though we have our suits and our weapons and stuff that we work with or fight with, we mainly fight with our heart. We mainly fight with our heart because the fight that we fight is not to gain control or an upper hand. The fight we fight is to bring freedom and liberation to the rest of mankind. It's to bring love onto this planet. It's to bring awareness, spiritual development. It's to bring independence. So even though we have all these different supernatural abilities that come with the suit or our avatar, 1144 again on my timer, or all these like powers that we'll be able to use, we are going to operate mainly from our heart, and we are going to need to operate mainly from our heart. Because like I was saying in the other video, a warrior must first fight to find peace within, and then and only then can he wage war in the name of peace. This is one thing that was very important, 1212 on my timer, for us to learn in order to be given access to this incredible power. Because can you imagine being such a powerful being and also being temperamental? That wouldn't be divine chaos. That would be total chaos. Can you imagine being this powerful and being an envious or jealous person? You would use your power to take things from other people. And the universe can't have that, because now not only will you be bringing an imbalance, you are going to be causing a big atrocity, because as a light worker, you are not supposed to use your abilities for darkness or for bad. You can be a light worker and choose not to do the light work, but you can't be a light worker and choose to use the abilities and the powers you have to do bad. It's better to just stay not doing the light work and just live a regular life, 1313 on my timer, exactly. Instead, without using your powers to harm anyone, than to actually decide to use your powers to harm others. And you get double punished for that, I'm hearing. So, with this cosmic avatar that has been unlocked comes a big responsibility that we have to uphold. This is why we had to learn how to operate from our heart instead of our ego. How we had to learn to develop a healthy pride instead of egoistic pride. Why we had to learn the importance of empathy and compassion. Why we had to learn the importance of forgiveness. Why we had to learn the importance of healing and shadow work, so that we ourselves do not self-sabotage our mission by going off course and doing the wrong things. All this while, the shadow work that we've been learning, the shadow work that we've been doing, was in preparation to hold this big responsibility. A lot of things are going to be attracted to you at this point. They are going to follow you because they can sense now, not just your light. Your light has been there, your light has always been sensed, but that real avatar power, that supernatural power, 1441 on my timer, exactly, is now about to be established. And I'm getting, everybody knows this but you. Because it looks like some of these supernatural abilities are already expressing and manifesting. You're using it in some way, but you may not be aware of it. However, people around you are seeing it. They're recognizing this power. There was a time in the ethers, in different timelines or incarnations before, many, many, many eons before now, where this particular avatar that is being activated right now was activated in the sense of warfare. It was activated in the energy of warfare. Like it's like there was a lifetime when this energy, or the okay, thank you, Spirit. The last time or the last lifetime or incarnation that this avatar was activated, it was activated in the energy of warfare, because you were in a time where you needed to maybe go for war for the cause, or you were in a time where you needed to stand your ground for the cause, basically go to war for the cause. But right now, it's as if I'm getting this sense of, it's like Spirit is trying to, I'm getting this, you're gracing me with this energy of the feeling of what this avatar is coming to do in this lifetime. And it's like in this lifetime, this avatar has been activated in the energy of nurturing, okay, of nurturing and guidance, of teaching and of healing. And that would explain why Spirit was saying that even though we will have all our weapons and all the different functions of our suit or of this avatar, and we will have all these supernatural abilities, we are going to be operating more from the heart space. Thank you, Spirit. I love it when it comes together. I love it when it all comes together, because sometimes when I'm giving the messages, I don't know where it's going. I speak along as I hear or as I feel. So I also get the clarifications as I go, because sometimes I don't have all the answers. I literally just open the I get the inspiration of what I need to speak on at that particular moment. I pray over it. I meditate on what needs to come through, and I sit and I pour the message out. I don't even take note a lot these days anymore. So it's like I'm allowing myself also to go with the flow and not try to direct how the message comes or what comes through. So that's why I love the fact that Spirit has brought this full circle by closing out on what was being said about us operating from our heart space, even though we're going to have so much power and so much spiritual abilities, supernatural abilities. I was saying the last time, some of you are going to develop an ability to heal people in your mind. With your mind, you will be able to heal people from thousands of miles away. You will sit in meditation and you will hold sick people and people in danger in your mind, and you will cast healing energy and protective energy to them in your mind, and it will reach them wherever they are. Some of you are going to be able to place your hand on people and heal them. You're going to be able to activate the healing energy in them. Some of you are going to be able to activate other people's cosmic avatar if they are not being able to align with the avatar, because you are going to be able to help people who are finding it hard to align with their avatar, to get in alignment and be able to balance out their power. Thank you, Spirit. You're going to be able to help people that are struggling to get in alignment with their avatars, to be able to deal with whatever needs to be dealt with, or come to that realization in order to what? Work in alignment or in balance with their avatar. Whew, thank you, Spirit. This is a beautiful message. And I love the fact that we are going to be operating from our heart space, because, I don't know if I've 1919 on my timer exactly, because the cycle of war and all that needs to end. It comes to an end now. We will only go to war if really needed. Bloodshed, spiritual blood will only be spilled if needed. You understand? It's not going to be a case of planning. That is why, again, that's Fox energy is so important right now. It's like we're not just going to find out something and go to war. No. There's going to be strategic planning on what to do next and how to move in order to bring about a resolution without bloodshed, to bring about a resolution without chaos. And only and if only it is needed will we what? Call in divine chaos in order to bring order and balance to whatever the situation might be. I'm speaking to a group of people who are leaders in their legion, who are commanders in their legion. You are going to be opening up a whole new community that will be filled with people that are your soul tribe, aka the soldiers of your army. The tribe you are going to be connecting to is going to consist mainly of the soldiers of your army because you are the commander of this legion. This explains why you are going to also have that's why this group of people that this part is for are the same group of people that I was saying are going to have the ability to unlock or to help others who are finding it difficult to get in alignment with their avatars to gain balance. This is because you are their leader, you are their captain or their commander, and you will be able to channel that leadership role that you played in the past lives to bring them to balance in this lifetime. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know why I felt the need to say beautiful, but I feel like this is it's a very beautiful feeling what I feel right now. It's very strong and powerful, but it's also very loving and just very mild and cool and vibely. This is the energy that you're going to be walking in this lifetime with your avatar, and it's going to be felt wherever you go, and even where you don't go, your energy, this avatar's energy will be felt. And not only will it be felt on a regular scale, but also when it comes to the spiritual realm, the agents of darkness are going to now feel that power within you even strongly. People are going to start walking the other way when they see you coming. People of low vibrational energy are going to start staying away from you. Like they're going to literally make, like intentionally, like they're going to be intentional about not coming your way or not, bumping into you or not getting into the same space with you. Because the cloak that was on your power has been removed. And now your cosmic avatar has been unlocked. And this is where I'm going to leave this message. Thank you so much for your energy as always. And please, always take the message as it resonates. Don't force it to fit. And if it does resonate, please, 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 pretty please, like, share, subscribe, comment to support the channel and to help us reach many more of our soul family. Thank you and have a lovely day.